Are you tired of not being able to find anything you're looking for? Do you have absolutely no idea what the letters and numbers on these books mean? Are you too embarrassed to ask one of those nice staff members downstairs to help?
Ugh.
Then today is your lucky day. Because the Warren D. Allen Music Library is the finest music library in the Southeast, we use the Library of Congress call number system. What? You thought we were on some Dewey Decimal System? No, we are, but it's just for our periodicals, okay? Dewey Decimals. Most of the call numbers we use have two main parts, or lines. The first tells you what type of book it is, and the second identifies that book specifically within the category. But, first things first. Most of what you're going to be looking for will start in one of three ways: M, ML, or MT. M stands for music scores, ML for literature on music, and MT for books of music technique or instruction. The second line of a call number is simply the subsection of the subject it belongs to. For example, if we were looking for piano sonatas, that might be represented with a 23. And since we are obviously looking for a score, we go find M23 first. Then we have what we call the cutter numbers. These help to identify a specific subsection. The cutter number is an alphanumeric code that usually indicates the composer or author. Easy, right? Wrong. This is where the real search begins. Most of the time, the cutter number is followed by some kind of other identifying information. It could be a second cutter number, maybe an opus number, or it could just be the year it was published. So, let's find an example. Hey, Dean, do you hear that?
No.
Sounds like helicopters. Classical music and modernist cinema. Great choice. So, first, all this MUS means here at the top is that it's a book that belongs to our library. So, don't worry about that. But we can see that this book is an ML, that its subsection is 2075, which is for books on music and motion pictures, for those of you interested. And its cutter number is L36 2019. But how would we actually find this? First, you're going to find where the ML section is. And then, using the handy-dandy markers on the end caps, we'll find where the 2075 section is. Come on. Okay, 2075 is definitely between 1950 and 3521. Found it. Fortunately, it's all in alphanumerical order. So now all we have to do is go down the rows until we find the L section. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L. Boom. From here, we go until we find L36. Now, these are in numerical order, but there's a little twist. You might have noticed that I've been saying L36 instead of L36, and that's on purpose. You see, when you're reading the numbers in a cutter, you want to read them like a decimal, not a whole number. For example, you might look at this and be confused why F2957 is before F345, or why F345 is before F35. Well, that's because we read them as 0.2957, which does come before 0.345. All right, back to the search. So let's go through and just make sure we got every component of the call number correct. Starting with ML, check. 2075, check. L, check. L36, check. 2019, check. Sounds like helicopters. Found it. And now you know the basics. This should help you find most of what you need here at the Allen Music Library. Thank you for being a responsible patron and for taking charge of your own education. Now, as a final note, please refrain from putting items back on the shelves, because we will find you. Instead, please just put them in one of the following locations. One of them is right here, just after the M's become the MLs. Another one is right here by the periodicals. Thanks!